No, we can't do that.
We can't.
We do that.
Wonderful
So
to
nice
see
to see you.
Oh, wonderful to be back always.
Yes.
Thank
Happy
you
to
for
be back.
receiving me. Yes, happy year of the tiger.
Yes. It's okay.
金繁中研究
Please
基
be
金
seated.
Thank you.
佛訥博士，金繁中先生，各位贵宾，大家好。
Dr. Edwin Feulner, founder and former president of the Heritage Foundation, Mr. Anthony Kim, research fellow in economic freedom at the Heritage Foundation, distinguished guests, good afternoon.
今天是元宵节，也是新春团聚的日子，很高兴在今天跟老朋友佛訥博士相聚。佛訥博士是台湾的好朋友，也是老朋友，过去来访上百次。从我上任以来，常常可以跟佛訥博士见面交流。
Today is Lantern Festival, which is a traditional time for friends and families to gather together at the start of the Lunar New Year. On this special day, I am very glad to reunite with my old friend, Dr. Feulner. Having made more than 100 visits to our shores, Dr. Feulner is a close friend of Taiwan. I myself have had many exchanges with him since I took office.
记得2019年，我们就在总统府见过2次面。因为疫情的关系，这次再次会面可能是相隔最久的一次。
In 2019 alone, we met twice at the presidential office. Yet, because of the pandemic, it has been a while since your last visit.
除了欢迎佛訥博士跟金繁中先生来访，我也要特别感谢佛訥博士和传统基金会长期支持台美关系稳定成长。那么，尤其是传统基金会推崇民主跟市场自由等价值，也是台湾非常重视的发展方向。
In addition to welcoming you and Mr. Kim, I would like to express my gratitude to you and the Heritage Foundation for your long-term support of the robust development of Taiwan-U.S. relations. The Heritage Foundation works to promote democracy, market freedom, and other core values that are central to Taiwan's development.
从去年的公投的结果，台湾人民已经展现出积极参与国际的决心。我们最近调整日本食品输入管制措施，也是再一次的展现台湾愿意接受国际标准，有决心解决困难的贸易问题，并且迎向高标准的国际经贸体系。
In last year's referendums, the Taiwanese people clearly expressed their determination to engage with the international community. We recently relaxed restrictions on Japanese food imports, once again showing that Taiwan is willing to accept international standards and tackle difficult trade issues. Indeed, Taiwan welcomes high-standard international trading systems.
我们注意到传统基金会昨天发布的2022年经济自由度报告，台湾经济自由度再度名列全球第6名。在亚太地区仅次于新加坡跟纽西兰，这也显示对于打造自由、开放及公平的经贸环境，台湾的努力和表现已经受到肯定。
We noted that the Heritage Foundation's 2022 Index of Economic Freedom, released just yesterday, once again ranked Taiwan 6th in the world. In the Asia-Pacific region, we are behind only Singapore and New Zealand. The ranking is recognition of Taiwan's efforts and achievements in creating a free, open, and fair economic and trade system.
那么，台湾身为 WTO 跟 APEC 等多边经贸组织的成员，希望更积极的参与区域经济整合，因此我们也正积极的争取加入 CPTPP。
As a member of multilateral trade organizations, including the World Trade Organization and APEC, Taiwan hopes to further participate in regional economic integration. That is why we are applying to join the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership.
那么，同时我们也会持续跟全球民主伙伴继续深化各领域的合作的关系。希望佛訥博士跟传统基金会能够继续支持深化台美关系，包括展开自由贸易协定及数位经济协定的谈判。
Taiwan will keep working with democratic partners around the world to expand cooperation across a broad spectrum of fields. We hope that Dr. Feulner and the Heritage Foundation will continue to advocate for deeper Taiwan-U.S. relations, including negotiations for a free trade agreement and a digital economy agreement.
另外，威权主义在全球扩张是国际关注的议题。佛訥博士从40多年前第一次访问台湾，一路见证台湾的民主的转型发展，非常了解台湾民主对民主自由的坚持。
Recently, the expansion of authoritarianism around the world has become a focus of international attention. Dr. Feulner, you have witnessed Taiwan's democratic transformation since your first visit over 40 years ago. You have a firm understanding of the Taiwanese people's commitment to democracy and freedom.
台湾会持续守住民主防线，跟美国等理念相近的民主国家携手合作，坚定捍卫印太区域和平稳定，守护民主以及人权。
Taiwan will continue to be on the front line in defending democracy. Hand in hand with the United States and other like-minded nations, we will cooperate to safeguard peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region and protect democracy and human rights.
新的一年，我也期待台美之间有更多的合作的成果，也感谢两位贵宾在紧凑的亚洲行程中特地访问台湾，展现对台湾的重视跟情谊。我要祝福两位行程圆满顺利，新春如意，虎虎生风。
With the arrival of the new year, we hope to see Taiwan-U.S. cooperation continue to bear new fruit. Thank you both for taking time out of your busy itinerary in Asia to come to Taiwan. Your visit shows how much you value our friendship. I wish you every success on your travels and a very happy Year of the Tiger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President, my dear friend of so many years, thank you so much for receiving Mr. Kim and me at this time.
蔡总统，我的多年老友，非常感谢您接待我与我的同事。
For 27 years now, the Heritage Foundation has produced an annual index of economic freedom. When we first began this process, Taiwan was doing well. Your number, as I remember, was about 27 in the world. Today, it is much higher than that.
所以27年来，我们传统基金会每一年都会发布这个年度的经济自由度报告。那一开始我们开始做的时候，台湾的成绩其实还不错，是全世界大概排名27名左右。但如今台湾的排名已经更高了。
The highest category for a country in the Index of Economic Freedom is free. For the very first time, Taiwan is now among those 7 countries that are free. You are number 6. Congratulations, Madam President.
那在这个经济自由度报告当中，这个整体经济自由地位，它最高的平等就是自由。那台湾如今也得到了这个平等，是全世界的第6名。
The only bad news I have to report is that the United States is moving in the other direction, but that is not your problem, that's our problem.
但我也有一个坏消息，就是美国的这个成绩反而倒退了，但是呢，是我们自己的问题，不是台湾这边的问题。
But during these very difficult times that you mentioned, Madam President, it has been very encouraging to us as we, my colleagues particularly, examine the data and to have seen that over the last 5 years, Taiwan has made steady upward progress. Congratulations again.
所以，虽然现在我们遇到了非常多的挑战，但是我们在分析这些资料的时候，得到了非常振奋人心的结果，那就是在这5年内，台湾的排名可以说是非常稳定的向上成长，所以要非常恭喜各位。
Madam President, for more than 40 years, the United States and Taiwan have enjoyed this very close special relationship through the TRA, the Taiwan Relations Act.
蔡总统在过去40年当中，台湾和美国在这个台湾关系法之下，发展了非常特别而且深刻的情谊。
I am old enough with enough gray hair to remember when the Taiwan Relations Act was first passed with very strong bipartisan support from Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, everyone in the House and in the Senate, and signed by then-President Jimmy Carter.
那你可以看到我的头发都已经白了，所以我还记得这个台湾关系法当初刚通过的时候，那他那时候是得到了非常这个跨党派的支持，不论是这个民主党或是共和党，还是参议院或是众议院，最后是由这个卡特总统来通过。
That is history, but the fact is, Madam President and your colleagues, that bipartisan support for a strong bilateral relationship very much continues to this day in the Congress, in the administration, whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden, whoever it is, that the American people, as well as their elected representatives, very strongly believe that we must have a strong relationship with you because of the very positive things that Taiwan represents.
那都已经是过去的历史了，但是呢，如今台湾和美国这个强健的双边关系，还是一个跨党派的这个意志哦。不论是在我们的国会，还是在我们的行政部门，不论是川普总统或是拜登总统，这是我们美国人民的意志，就是我们相信我们应该要与台湾建立维持良好的关系，因为台湾代表着许多重要的价值。
Our index shows, I think, more than your commitment to a free economy, your commitment to a free people and to free independent institutions, which are so important.
那我们这个经济自由度报告呢，显示台湾不但有决心发展自由的经济，同时也希望我们的人民可以享受自由，更是希望我们有独立的运作的机构。
Taiwan truly is a shining example for all of Asia and all of the world in terms of how a developing country can move progressively into new and exciting chapters in their development.
那台湾可以说是这个亚洲跟全世界的模范，就是一个国家可以如何的持续不断的有新的发展，展开新的章节。
And as you mentioned, and we certainly affirm, Taiwan is a critically important ally, friend, and cornerstone, really, of our Indo-Pacific relationship that crosses the Pacific from the United States to all of Asia. So for that, we are certainly very grateful too.
那像您提到的，我们也非常同意，台湾是一个非常重要的盟友、朋友，甚至是美国这个印太战略的一个基石，这是跨越整个太平洋，在亚洲跟美国之间的一个重点。
I know you have looked at past editions of our index, Madam President, but it is not just the free economy. It is the rule of law. It is transparency. It is the role of the people that we all measure and that is in here, and that shows what great progress Taiwan continues to make.
那相信总统您也有看过我们过去的报告哦。那我们这个评价的不只是经济自由度，还有每个国家的法治的程度，还有透明度，还有人民所扮演的角色。那我们从报告中都可以看到，台湾真的是不断的在成长。
Freedom is not just a theory, Madam President. Freedom directly affects every individual citizen on a daily basis, and that is why it is so exciting and so encouraging to us that good friends like Taiwan are doing so well in our index of economic freedom.
那自由不应该只是一个理论，自由是影响每一个人每一天他们的生活的一个非常重要的一个东西，所以我们非常高兴可以看到，在我们这个经济自由度报告当中，我们的好朋友台湾表现如此的杰出。
I'm so glad you mentioned our continued efforts institutionally as well as with our friends in Washington in terms of a bilateral free trade agreement, in terms of working towards enhanced digital economy relationships through a new agreement, and in terms of intensifying our bilateral relationship as we look ahead. Because it's not just history, it's looking to the future that we must be doing.
所以我也很高兴，刚才听到总统您的致辞当中也提到，我们希望可以台湾跟美国这边合作来签署这个自由贸易协定，还有在数位经济方面的协定，希望可以强化我们双边的关系。我们不能只是一直看过去的历史，我们更应该看向未来。
Congratulations to you, Madam President, and to all the freedom-loving people of Taiwan. 谢谢你。
非常恭喜蔡总统这一次非常杰出的这个表现，也要向台湾所有爱好自由的人民致意。谢谢。
May I? That is yours. First copy.